Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Sunday, September 3rd, and the energies in the day adds up and reduce to the number 1 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So when it comes to the spirit animal, I feel like we always get the same spirit animals over and over again. Sometimes I think like I can't wait for one to pop out that I've not seen, that I've never seen, or I don't see it. I rarely see it to the point where it feels like I've never seen it. But we have the spider energy. I feel like the spider hasn't been out in a while. Yes, in the pick a card readings, but not in the daily reading. But anyways, I feel like the spider energy is so perfect for the energies in the day adding up and reducing to number 1 vibration. The reason why the spider energy is so perfect, as you can see, the spider is weaving a beautiful web. And when I look at the web is also organized with colors. I'm sure there's a reason for that. But for now, when I look at the spider weaving its web, it brings me to say, you know, make your next move your best move. It brings me to be conscious about every step that you're making, everything that you're doing, how everything has its place. It brings me to the thought of moments when I'll be creating something. And it's like while I'm creating this thing, I'm lost in the moment of creating the thing. And when I'm done, the way how everything came together, it kind of amazes me. It blows my mind. It makes me feel like it wasn't me who was doing the creation, and instead I was just a channel. And the universe was flowing through me as I was doing that, creating that thing. And I feel like when I think about, say, a lot of my videos here on YouTube, when I'll like all of my astrology and numerology videos, I feel like a lot of that happens. And it happened when I used to make my garments. I would set out an intention, but at the same time, I would be flexible. And as I'm busy working away, it's like things are happening. And in the process of me, you know, trying to fix something, I come up with a creative idea to fix something, and then it turns into a design. And it's like everything just works itself out and everything comes together beautifully. And that brings me to say today, when it comes to say the energies in today, I'm getting the importance of like just not obsessing over the details, not obsessing over what appears to be going wrong. Remember on Thursday, August 31st, I mentioned how that day would be some kind of a premature start to something, where in fact today is actually the full-blown new beginning towards something, or, you know, starting off that motion of a new beginning towards something. But what I'm getting with the spider energy, and also the message that's coming to me as I reflect on me creating my dresses, and, you know, I would run into an issue and I'll come up with a design to get out of the issue, but then it'll turn into a style. And then when it's all said and done, I create this beautiful masterpiece, and it kind of created itself. And that brings me to life, where it's like, I feel like we're all channels. I feel like we're all channels, and different things are trying to manifest or materialize itself through us. And it's almost a matter of us, like, you know, like just tapping in and going with the flow and allowing this thing to flow through us. It brings me to say like a partnership is like how we are in partnership with the universe, how we are in partnership with different energies, entities, and beings, and we don't even realize it. And through, through us being creative and creatively expressing ourselves, tapping into that childlike energies, things just flow through us. Because say today, is the 3rd. And when I think about the number 3, I think about that childlike, creative, expressive energy. And in numerology, I feel like the number 1, the number 3, and the number 5 serves as some kind of a channel in a way. I feel like with those energies, like, when you think of like your favorite authors and things like that, they normally have the number 3 or the number 5 somewhere within their birthday. I feel like the lady who wrote The Matrix, I don't know what her birthday is, but I bet there's strong 3 or 5 somewhere, whether it's her day, her month, her year, the combination, her core numbers. It's somewhere, because I feel like we're curious, and our imagination brings us towards something, and then it just all starts to flow through us. And we just have to surrender and allow it to flow. And sometimes when I'm in those moments of flowing, I can feel my mind wanting to interrupt the flow. And over time, I've learned to kind of allow my mind to surrender and allow the flow to just come. Because of course, the mind, that practical side of us, wants to make sense of everything. And then we've been conditioned to dismiss ourselves because we're not professionals, or we're not considered authorities within an area to have an opinion. So as we're flowing, or they say we're cooking, as we're flowing, we're cooking, as the energy is coming through, it's like we're dismissing it and we're shutting it down. And I feel like people who are strongly associated with the number 7 and 8 together in their chart will experience a lot of that, or 7 and 6, or 7 and 8, because the number 7 deals with the crown chakra, and it will kind of allow information to just pour in. But then when it comes in, the number 6 or the number 8 deals with the material realm. And with those energies is when we'll question ourselves and question, like, who are we to say we know what we think we know? It's like, who are you to think you know that? Who are you to even entertain that, for that to be correct? It's like, who do you think you are type of vibe, when in all reality, we all have intuitive ability and access to tap into information, but it's a matter of, will we allow it? Will we allow it to flow or not? Or will we suppress it and stop it because we've been conditioned to think that's not possible, or someone like us, whatever that means, shouldn't be having that experience or making that happen. And when it comes to, say, the tarot, ooh, I like this. We have the 10 of Cups in the upright position. And the 10 of Cups in the upright position is one of my favorite cards in the deck. The 10 of Cups in the upright position brings me to like wish fulfilled, because these people here, they're living a very minimalistic life. As you could see, their house is super tiny with a red roof in the background. They have flowing water. The sky is blue. It's beautiful. And the family is together. They play together. They work together. They stay together. And from the minimalistic life that they live, they're happy. They're content. And that brings me to say something in the day. It's like some kind of an emotional completion. And when I look at that with the spider energy, it brings me back to what I was saying earlier about, like, whenever I would be creating something, I'll start off with an intention to create one thing, but then I might make a mistake and I'll go with the flow of the mistake. And then when it's all said and done, it's like, wow, I'm amazed by my creation. What I'm getting for someone is you might be starting something new, a new process, a new job, a new career, or whatnot. And you might feel like you're in over your head or feel overwhelmed because you're new to a lot of, you're new to maybe the terminologies, you're new to certain things. And because you're new to certain things, you might feel a bit of like an imposter. It's like, who do I think I am? This might not work. Just go with the flow and trust the process. And whenever you make mistakes, just challenge yourself to learn from the mistakes, because what I'm getting is that some mistakes that some of us are trying to avoid making is inevitable. And making the mistakes is actually a part of the process, and you just have to make it and go with it. But when it's all said and done, this will be your experience, having it all, feeling fulfilled, feeling content. When it's all said and done, this will also be your experience. Imagine when the spider, only had woven a few, like imagine like getting here to this place of completion almost. And imagine before, or what comes to mind is like for me those days when I have a lot of recording to do. And I might have so much videos to do. And it's like in the beginning, if I think about it, I'll feel overwhelmed. But then when it comes to the end, it's like, wow, like, I did it. So when I look at the spider, it's like, I feel like someone might find themselves reflecting and feeling a sense of completion when it comes to something, feeling a bit, it's like, wow, I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. That might be a thing that someone's feeling today, where it's like, take a step back and really reflect on how far you've come and just celebrate yourself. The energies in the day adds up or reduce to number 1. So some kind of a new beginning, new perspective. Today is the 3rd. The number 3 is something tangible that you're experiencing, some tangible beginning. And if not, with the day being the 3rd and the energies in the day adding up and reducing to number 1, I just get strong, imaginative, playful, childlike energy, very imaginative, playful energy. Venus goes direct today. So with Venus going direct today, I get a sense of confidence in the air, a sense of clarity as far as like what your inner child needs to experience next in this life, like what kind of experience your inner child wants to have next. There's more clarity around that. Today is Sunday, and the sun is the ruler of the day, and the sun is in Virgo. The sun conjuncts Mercury, that's also in retrograde. So with the sun in Virgo, this is where we identify with being service oriented. This is where we want to serve and assist others. As we reflect on our identity and who we are and come up with different ways to create this ideal version of ourselves that we would like to be, in the process of us doing that, it's going to change the way how we show up when it comes to other people. It's going to change the way how we serve. And in the process of us changing in that way, everyone won't be able to relate. Everybody won't be able to understand, but that's okay. When I think about Mercury in retrograde conjunct the sun, this is where we are reflecting on how we could do better when it comes to our health, how we could do better when it comes to our diet, how we could do better when it comes to our time. And like I said, our service. And as we're reflecting on making those changes and making those changes within ourselves, everyone won't be able to relate or understand. But when it's all said and done, like this energy, that's reminding me of completion in the moment. And this also reminding me of completion in this moment and having it all. We're going to realize that it started off with just one thought, and just from that one thought and taking action, slowly but surely, before we knew it, we build this whole thing. And it's like, damn, when I was thinking about building the thing, it was so overwhelming and exhausting, but just focusing on one thing at a time. And it's like, I'm here, I've completed it. So that's what I'm getting for you guys today. For someone, it's like, instead of focusing on the bigger picture, today you want to just focus on one thing at a time. And also too, you want to focus on this. What does this mean to you? What does having it all means to you? What does having it all look like to you personally? Like, having it all looks different for different people. And most of us have an image in our head of having it all that doesn't belong to us. We have an image in our head that was marketed and sold to us. So to me, when it comes to, say, a day like today, use this dreamy energy. And I say dreamy energy because the energies in the day adds up and reduce to number 1. And the number 1 deals with thoughts, lots of them. And the day is the 3rd, and the number 3 is so imaginative. So use this energy to reflect on what does having it all looks like to you? And when I say what does having it all looks like, it's like imagine a scene within your future where you have it all, and maybe you have it all right now. And if you feel like you have it all right now, then you want to reflect and just celebrate and, you know, be still within the moment and celebrate it so you can create more of it, you know, create more of that in the future. You guys, such a pleasure sharing this message with you as usual. If you'd like to book a natal chart reading with me or my exclusive weekly content only on Patreon, the links for that is in the description box below. Please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a red heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.